HTTV in association with Absolute Warehouse Services. Phil, a difficult game today. What do you think went wrong?
I mean, it's City, you know, there's not much you can do against them. At times we tried to press higher, Ederson got a good kick, so he just kicked it over everybody. And at times we sat deep, you know, it's just the same, you know, they'll always find a man free. And especially when playing midfield, it's hard because you just chasing shadows, to be honest. But you know, it's at the start, obviously they had a few chances early on, but so did we, to be honest, and obviously scored a goal. And then a few, you know, mistakes, you know, happens when when you're tired and you get sloppy. So, you know, it happens. But the season starts now, I think, and we just got to move on to Cardiff.
How tough is it in the middle of that midfield when their movement is that good?
Yeah, you know, it's very hard. There's a lot of movements, and you know, I don't know, 8 out of 10 times you think you got your man, and then the one time you haven't, that's when they play the ball. So you can switch off at all. So that happens a few times a day. But you know, it happens, and you know, they're top class players, and you just got to move on.
One positive out of the game was the impact that your long throw-ins made. How hard have you worked on them and making them important to our style of play?
Yeah, we know we got a set up, and we know we can get chances out of it. And obviously it was a bit hard because the ball was, you know, it's hard to get a dry ball because it was wet. But you know, we got one chance and scored a goal from it, so it works.
And it's great for Jan Stankovic as well, obviously, because he was out for a year to come in, make an impact and score on what is his Premier League debut. Is great for him. Yeah,
you know, he's worked hard, and I'm happy to see him back. And to be fair, we think he's the best of all of us in there today. You know, I think he had a solid game. You know, defended well, and you know, did everything well, and was good on the ball when he got it. So I think he was very good tonight.
He was obviously playing in an unusual position in the middle of midfield next to yourself. Did you find yourself taking more of a leadership in there, telling him where he needed to be and working together that way? Yeah,
you know, we were helping each other, talking, and obviously with me having a bit more experience in midfield, trying to help him and, you know, talk to him as much as I could. Even though it's hard because it's always, when I looked to his side, I always felt I was a man free, so I just, you know, told him which one to mark. And then sometimes, you know, Mooney or Pritchard had to drop down because we were very deep. But you know, it's Man City again. You know, that's how you have to play, and even when you play like this, they get chances. So,
how important is it now in the dressing room to raise everyone's spirits? Like you said, the season starts now, but how important is it to raise that mood for the next game?
Yeah, you know, we got to move on to Cardiff now. We can't look, you know, have our heads down because of this game. We know it's going to come here and be tough. Yeah, we just gotta, you know, get on with it, and like I said, the season starts now, so hopefully we can go into Cardiff with confidence, even though obviously 2 defeats is never nice, but we got to stay positive, man. That's all we can do.
We always mention the fans, but they deserve a special mention today. They were still singing despite the scoreline 5-1, 6-1. What's your message to them? Yeah,
you know, have to stick with us, and obviously it's never nice to see your team lose, and as players, you know, it's even, you know, it's as frustrating as them, you know, to be on the pitch and, you know, get popped around us by a, you know, top team is never nice. But we got to move on. We got to stick together, and we got to be positive, the whole club. And I'm sure we'll get loads of points this season.
And we've got to have that mentality going into the Cardiff game on Saturday.
Yeah, of course. You know, Cardiff. It's not about being favourites or anything, but we just go in, play our own game, and play how we normally play, and I'm sure we can get points out of that game. We'll stay positive, man.
Thank you.
No problem, man.
Cheers, mate.